Hey, what's up guys, Mighty Leafy here, and on today's video I'm going to be going over the 5-star units in my barracks. And since I do have quite a few 5-star units, I'm gonna split the video into 2 parts, because otherwise it'll just run off too long and get out of hand. But before I get started though, I do have a Discord server available now, so if you guys are interested in that, definitely check out the link in the video description down below. But yeah guys, with that being said, let's get started. Right, so the first unit I got here is my 5-star Marth. He is a plus speed minus resistance. It's not built, but with the upcoming Falcion refinement, especially because I think Martha's getting a different one compared to Crom and Lucina and stuff. And Alm's obviously getting his own one as well. So that might be a bit interesting. I might build him up just for that. So pretty good IVs for this guy, I think. Next up I have my minus attack Athena, who's just going to be a Wu Dao fodder. Then I have my minus attack Grey. It's basically here for Sword Valor 3. Then I have my plus attack minus defense Ira or Aira. Yeah, I usually have the attack plus 3 sacred seal on her, and with this build I'm trying to do like the strongest Reckonal Astra, and with it she's able to one-shot quite a few units in the game when you know all the conditions are met. But it's kind of tricky getting her into those you know, HP thresholds, 75% or below HP threshold. Not very practical, but kind of fun to play around with, you know. So that's that. This is my plus speed Ira, whom I've got on typical player phase desperation build. So she's running Panic Ploy because I had her on Summoner Support, which brings her HP up to 47. So it actually worked out quite well back then. I have her on Pivot because she was on my Arena Defense team for a while, and I still need to give her a Slaying Edge plus refined for speed, which would make it even more interesting. But anyways, let's move on. I have my plus attack minus speed Self, not really built yet. And then I have my plus speed minus I don't know what Corral. He's a Wu Dao fodder. Then I have a plus 1, don't know, forgot her nature, Erica, who's basically just sitting here waiting for a 4-star version of herself to get promoted to 5-star, because I have some optimal IV 4-star Ericas to promote to 5-star, so then I can merge this one into her and then it'll be all good. I got this neutral Joshua, who's from Tempest Trials Reward, not built. Then I got my plus attack minus HP Ike. It's pretty good. Gave him repo. I don't really use him much, but I don't know, I use a lot of I guess I'm spoiled for choice maybe, so I don't use this guy too much. Then I got minus attack plus defense Mia. I gave her Fury 3 just because if she's gonna be plus defense, may as well give her a little bit more defense. And I don't know, Flashing Blade, yeah, you know, yeah, I feel like Fury 3 would just, I don't know, for the purpose of her attack Bane thing, might just work out a little bit better for her, in my opinion. But if I wanted to do like a speedy sword unit, I'd probably just use Aira or Ira. So then I've got my plus attack minus resistance Lucina, who's the first ever 5-star I got in the game. So I was pretty happy when I first got her. This was way back. So Falcion's getting refinements. Hopefully it's gonna be a good refinement for Lucina. I think she can one-shot a Mer, even if the Mer is plus defense, which might bring her back into the game a little bit more, because she is she's kind of hardly seen in the game now, because she's not very bulky, and she got power crept by Ira quite a bit because Falcion wasn't too useful with the lack of dragons a while back, but now dragons are everywhere, so need her to keep it under control, I guess. But yeah. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I didn't have her on a renewal build for a while, but I guess I might consider giving her Death Blow 3 and all that stuff when the Falcion refinements come. Don't know when that'll be. I think it's somewhere next month, which is February. So then I got my Master Lucina, who's neutral. Got her from Tempest Trial Reward. Haven't been built yet. Then I have my minus speed plus HP. No wait, minus speed plus defense Ryoma. It's pretty bad, but he's pretty good at Arena Assault. Gets his stuff done, And then I've got my plus attack minus HP Soleo, who eventually will be getting a Life and Death 3, so she'll have a 65 attack and 40 speed without buffs, and the attack plus 3 Sacred Seal on her, which would be pretty good, but rip defenses, who cares, like, she'll be super player face heavy anyways. Then I got my neutral Arden, who I got from Tempest Trial Rewards, haven't been built. Neutral Black Knight, also Tempest Trial Reward, not really built him too much, just gave him some stuff. Then I got my plus attack minus resistance Sigurd, which is kind of good. He's still, I thought minus res would be pretty bad on this guy because he's meant to be a res tank, but then he kind of tanks it with like his sword and also Crusader's Ward. Not too much with his resistance. I mean, it matters a little bit, but not by that much. So yeah, I quite like this guy. He's pretty hard to kill, and I do use him quite a bit. Right, next up I have my Eldigan, who is plus attack minus resistance. 2 of them pity broke me during the Ira banner, and then the recent one I got, I don't know when I got him, but plus attack minus resistance. I guess it's pretty good. Maybe plus speed might be a little bit better, but I don't know, because I'm just gonna put him on quick repost anyways, so he's got a double. And I wonder if he can just proc Ignis when he counterattacks and all that stuff. Might be pretty good because he's got some hefty defensive stats up there. Yeah, be a pretty good Ignis. Alright, moving on. I have my neutral Brave Roy, who I pulled from the CYL banner. I guess it's better than like a attack Bane or a speed Bane, but would have been good if he was a speed boon, but it's alright. He's pretty strong. I don't use him too much though. Next up I have Siegbert, who is I think minus attack or minus speed, not too sure, but one of the two. I got 2 Siegberts that were, I think, either minus attack or minus speed, or just one of each, but they were pretty disappointing. So I'm just like, well, attack tactics is a pretty good C-slot skill, so I'm just gonna keep them for that. And eventually I got pity broke by this guy, the 3rd Siegbert that I got, which is plus attack minus HP, which is pretty good. So since he's not plus speed, I decided to give him Swift Sparrow 2. So I figured, hey, you know what? Maybe raise his speed a little bit with Swift Sparrow. So yeah, he's alright. He's pretty strong. Again, I don't really use them too much. Maybe I should, because I don't know. I've been using Leo in my Woodsman Bloom team, but sometimes he fails. Anyways, now I have my plus speed minus attack Alencia, which I merged a plus attack minus speed Alencia into. It was a tough choice, but I went with the plus speed because I wanted someone who can quad opponents. And you know, if she quads someone and procs Luna, she's still pretty deadly. She can still kill. But yeah, I just really wanted someone to quad people, and she is on the reserve bench of my Flyer Emblem team, I should say. But yeah. Next up, I have my New Year's Camilla, and she is running a Speedy Woodout Plus with the Heavy Blade Sacred Seal. The idea is to double the opponent and proc Moonbow with the Woodout effect on her second hit, and then that should ideally kill them because she would be getting home flyer buff and stuff. But if it doesn't kill them, then stuff happens, and I don't know. So she's currently on my Flyer Emblem team. Next up, I have my Young Tiki, who is actually the second 5-star that I pulled from the game. And back when this game first launched, I really wanted, like, she was the unit that I wanted the most from the game. So I was really happy that I got her way back. The one I got back then was a plus defense minus attack IV spread, which was okay, but not that good. And then I pulled this one, I don't even know when, but she's plus attack minus resistance. So that's pretty good. Even though she's minus resistance, she can still kill, she can still survive a plus attack Julia, initiating with the attack plus 3 Sacred Seal and Diplo 3. I think I did like a battle simulator thing and it worked out, but don't quote me on it because it sounds a little bit unlikely. But right, my New Year Camilla was a plus attack minus HP. Next I have a Celica, and she is a plus speed minus defense. And then I have another Celica who I got from a free summon from some other banner, and she was like, I don't know, like plus defense or something. And so I merged her into the plus speed one. So she's running Lavender 3 renewal. She initiates with 57 attack and 46 speed without buffs because like weapon and all that stuff. And usually I give her the Heavy Blade Sacred Seal, so like I try to get the Moonbow proc on the first double, and then ideally that should kill them, but if it doesn't, then things happen. So yeah. Next up I have my plus attack minus speed Lilina, who is my red Raven Tomb Mage, and I do like having a Raven Tomb Mage for each color, so she is my red Raven Tomb Mage. And I don't know, I feel like Lilina might be a little bit underrated. I don't know, I just don't really think people use her too much, but personally I quite like using her. She's, yeah, I don't know. Right, so basically I think she's really good for PvE content, and I usually have her on my B team for PvE stuff, and I have a whole bunch of units to use. The fact that she's on my B team, and yeah, I think it's, I know it could be down to preference, but I find her very useful. So She does have that squeaky voice thing with the voice actor, but again, that's down to preference. But I do play the game without sound, so it doesn't really bother me. Next up, I have plus speed minus either defense or resistance Tharja, and she's waiting on life and death 3 thing, and yeah, typical Blade 2 mage build. So there we go. Next up, I have plus attack minus speed Leo, Blade 2 mage build, power creep by Erica, but I do hope his weapon gets a weapon refinement thing, which will make him a little bit usable or something. I don't know. Like, yeah, right now he's just not as good as Erica in every single way. He's got less attack, less speed, but he's got more bulk. But who cares? Like, I don't know. So I don't know. All right. And finally, my Halloween Nowie. She is plus attack minus resistance. Actually got like 4 of them back in the Halloween banner. Didn't realize she was particularly rare. But then thinking back now, yeah, I guess she was pretty rare. I fought one of them off for home flyers to give to someone else, but I merged 2 into the plus attack minus resistance one, and she just absolutely destroys things on my Flyer Emblem team. She's currently in my Flyer Emblem team, and yeah, Blade 2 mage build, and she just destroys. So yeah. Right guys, that is going to be all my red units. So this is going to be the first part. Hopefully I'll have part 2 up soon. Part 2 I think will probably... I'll see if I can go through all my other units, because I think with all my units I have the most red units, and then all the others kind of add up to be about the same amount as my red units. Like, did that make sense? I don't know. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I have a Discord server that if you guys are interested in checking out, details would be down below in the video description thing. And yeah. Alright, with that being said, I'll see you guys on the flip side.